California, no doubt about it.
Hey.
California, no doubt about it. It's going down in the state of Cali. Now, California has, for the past couple of decades, definitely been its own state, to say the least. They move by their own rules.
Oh, yeah.
They function on their own West Coast time, and they definitely believe in, as you say, getting paid. Young brother, get paid. You know what I'm saying? And a bill has been passed in California, fair pay to play, allowing student athletes to get paid off of their likeness. So for an example, me and you have a car dealership in Los Angeles, and I'm a USC fan and you're a UCLA fan, and we want to go holler at two quarterbacks and cut them a check to come sell Lexuses versus caddies on the lot.
Hey,
they can make money and go ahead and make that happen.
Get your money.
If Chief Green wants to come along with his Chief Green lemonades,
shout out Chief,
and he wants to holler at somebody, just say at San Diego State, and let them know, hey, advertise this here lemonade, cut you a check, they can go ahead and do so.
Absolutely.
LeBron James has been very vocal in his stance that he feels that this is the perfect thing. It's about damn time that it's being done. The NCAA has already threatened schools in California that if they go along with it, they won't be able to participate in the NCAA tournament. That's kind of their like, a way
well, how you get the Senate? It's a bill.
To make noise. It's a bill. Now, this may be the way to get it done. This may be the crease, because now North Carolina is looking.
North Carolina about to get into it.
North Carolina is looking at doing the same thing.
And you know that they're gonna say nothing about if North Carolina do it, because money
if
makers in sports.
If the Bible Belt is a lot of money in sports is made there, and the Bible Belt they start talking about it, it's damn sure going to take place. What are your thoughts on not only LeBron's stance? I want to know what you think about him being a pro athlete who did not attend college, of course, who's taking a stance for young kids getting paid in college, and just California's governor being so bold to take this stance.
Well, California as a whole, they've always been real progressive. So, they've been in the forefront of the marijuana and everything like that. So it's not a surprise that they're going to be the first to do it. My first reaction was like, damn, I was born too early. I was like, man. But LeBron himself, he's always been at the forefront of fighting for this. Kids getting paid in college. Because at the end of the day, if you're an athlete going to college playing, you're going for one reason, to get paid. You know what I mean? Like, eventually, whether that be professionally after you get a degree or whether you go to the league.
Facts.
And so it's like, you have a situation where you can go provide for your family but still be able to get your degree, stay in school. You don't have to force yourself to go pro. A lot of these one and done kids, we see a lot of them, they leave school and they don't get drafted, and then they end up in the G League or never. They just like, all right, what you gonna do? Because you didn't stay at school. So, but now you're able to. If you're a kid at USC, like you said, I'm the star. Kevin Porter Jr. Let's say him. I go to USC. I'm a star on the basketball team. I know I'm not ready to leave yet, but my family's in shambles. I gotta make this money. So, by any means necessary. Okay, cool. Well, hey, come advertise these shoes for us. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you a cool $10,000 for this year. Like, that's beautiful. That's it.
These kids are getting smarter, man. They're getting smarter.
And for the NCAA, they're like, well, this is gonna hurt their bottom line. All they're thinking about is, well, now if I'm a kid in high school, you got a son. Melo got the option. He was like, yo, USC want him to come play. Alabama want him to come play. Now, I'm an Alabama fan, but I'm going to tell you straight up, like, let him go to USC. Like, he can go get money. You ain't got to worry about sending money for him to eat, stuff like that. He big time. He can go, hey, sign a couple jerseys. You'll get your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, recruiting is going to be hard. Like, how you gonna come?
That's what other schools.
Yeah,
like a lot of schools are mad about
scared
that.
of.
Like, what's your recruiting pitch? I can come play for a national championship, or I can come get paid.
I can get this bread.
Like, I'm a kid. Like, think about it. If you a kid from Miami, like, I'm from the slums, dog. I ain't trying to come. I don't care about no ring. Like, I want some money. Like, if the quickest I can get to the money, that's where I'm going. So, but that's why I think this is such a great thing, and hopefully this is the start of, this just being a normal thing in the NCAA. Like, don't try to fight it. You making billions of dollars every year off these kids' likeness anyway. Like, just go ahead and cut them a little bit of it. You not even cutting them a little bit of it. You just allowing them to get money.
And this ain't coming out y'all pockets.
Yeah, like, think about
y'all
Stop
pockets.
being greedy.
Dog.
My man DMX said, "Give to the needy." You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I bark on him out here and shit. The
it's
dog
a
on
real
the
small
loose.
dog. But go ahead.
I'm a Georgia Bulldog, real small dog, like you say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they soft. Go ahead.
Real soft.
Real soft.
But speaking of college football, speaking of the Georgia Bulldog, I want to talk to you about a team in the SEC and in the ACC. Things are looking a little shaky for both Tennessee and Florida State. Now, Florida State, I'm biased on, of course, but my man Willie, we're gonna give him some time. He's he's cooking with another man's ingredients. You know what I'm saying? But I want to know. You're talking. You mentioned Tennessee. You can sip all the tea you want to.
Stank.
You know what I'm saying? You mentioned Florida State. Talk
Super
to me
stank.
about their head coaches, and are those two coaches on the hot seat in your opinion? Start with Tennessee for me.
So, Tennessee. Now, I hate to say this. Yeah, Jeremy Pruitt, former defensive coordinator for Alabama. He's got to be on the hot seat.
A lot of people wanted Jeremy Pruitt up there too.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. Tennessee fans are
Delusional.
They are delusional. They're the equivalent of people who, as we say in the black community, they got champagne dreams, beer money. You know what I mean? So it's like,
they want that Bel Air, but
they think Peyton Manning is coming. They think Peyton Manning is coming through that door, and they got to understand this is a process where
Omaha.
Look,
you need to go to Omaha.
If Peyton come out that door, it's gonna be to watch y'all get drugged. That's why he coming. Because Tennessee, their problem is they expect too much too soon. But you got to see where you came from. You came from,
stank.
Yeah. You haven't been relevant since Peyton left, and the difference then was Tennessee was like a well-known name back then. You can go into a kid's home in Atlanta and say, "Hey, we want you to come and play up here in Knoxville, Tennessee." He'd be like, "All right, cool, yeah, I'm coming." But now it's like he has so much access. A kid from Atlanta can go to Ohio State. He can go to Miami.
Shit, a kid from Atlanta in a few years can go to Georgia State. They just beat Tennessee.
You are right. Absolutely.
Georgia State, BYU.
Absolutely. And the problem with Tennessee is the same problem as the Falcons got. We'll talk about that later. But they're weak in the trenches. It's going to come down to you're going to have to start recruiting and being in the trenches. Jeremy Pruitt, you've seen it. You're going to have to get bigger, tougher on that offensive and defensive line.
You needed 3
Georgia State came up to Knoxville, collected this $950,000 check, and beat the hell out of you. And it wasn't no gadget, trick plays, none of that. It was like they lined up and ran the ball down your throat. Dog, you can't have that happen. You got to play Georgia and Auburn and Alabama. If you let Georgia State do this,
good Lord have mercy. So
Jeremy Pruitt, I say he has more time than
how much more
Taggart?
time?
Maybe a year.
Is this year 2? Is this year 2 or 3?
This is year 2 for Jeremy Pruitt.
That's why. So how does he have more time than Willie down in Florida State?
Well, so here's the thing with Willie. Okay, Willie's problem is Year two, he has shown no improvement. 1, and the biggest problem is the discipline. Florida State committed over 15 penalties against Louisiana.
It's hard
Monroe.
to get cats to listen to you who aren't there for you.
Why aren't they there for you?
They was there for Jimbo. A lot of these cats, like this was just now. His class next year will be his class, his recruits. None of these cats are his recruits. These is cats who came with dreams of playing under Jimbo Fisher in a pro style offense.
Man, listen, let's keep it a buck. Jimbo was out the door his last.
Jimbo
year
trying to come to LSU.
Yeah,
I dig it, but I'm saying his recruits was there.
Look,
Jimbo was going. He was recruiting the cats like his ass was going.
I don't care. Listen, if you're not here for me, then leave.
I respect that.
Leave.
I do
Transfer
respect that.
portal.
Straight up, this is a transfer portal. Leave. DeAndre Francois, we kicked him off the team. Well, y'all kicked him off the team. Get out of here, then.
Hey, where he go? Did he go anywhere?
Yeah,
he
went
tried to go
Hampton.
to FAU, but he got in
Hampton.
trouble. Now he went to Hampton.
Lord, might have fallen.
Listen, but that's the thing. Like, if you here for Jimbo and you feel that strongly about it that you won't listen to me as a coach, slide. Go where you want to. We can play with who's here for who wants to win for Florida State.
I respect that.
And it's like
Get a ball to Cam.
That's all you can do. I'm sitting here. Cam touched that ball 40 times.
Cam went with his first instinct where he's supposed to go to, and see his career's going now.
Listen, look,
He chilling.
look. All I know
Exactly.
is
See his career's going, like I said.
And if we let's be totally honest, that's a black man down there in Florida State, the first Florida State black
$17 million
college.
buyout.
They ain't got it. That was you took. They ain't got it. They got the money.
$17 million.
They got the money. That's not the issue. The issue is if you come out here and look this bad,
Who y'all play next week? This week.
Don't give me the line.
it don't even matter.
Yeah.
I'll find out for you. But it don't matter. Honestly, it don't matter. It doesn't matter because if you come out there with that same effort,
Our
you can
it's
play.
our defense. Our defense has been horrible. Are we?
Your
putting up
defense
points?
is horrible,
But
and your play calling in the second half has been horrible.
We throwing that Chip Kelly shit.
The two thing about these two teams that we're talking about right now, they playing the team that you're supposed to be paying to beat, and you're struggling. Florida State could easily be 0-2. You lost.
They should be.
It should be 0-2.
They
You
should
struggled with Louisiana Monroe.
Struggle bad too.
Struggle bad. If the kicker didn't miss the field goal, they probably still be playing right now.
Nah, they would have started going for 2, and Florida State would have messed around and got sacked or something like that. Like,
if Tennessee, I put it this: if Tennessee loses to Chattanooga on Saturday,
no, they ain't gonna lose to Chattanooga.
we thought they were gonna lose Georgia State. We can't put that much faith in them.
That's different tiers here.
We ain't gonna lose to BYU and Georgia State. If you look at the schedule at the start of the season, would you have said that?
BYU, all right.
Okay,
They not.
You can't put no faith in Tennessee right now after what you just seen
I
last
really
2
wouldn't
weeks.
put no faith in either one. But if you asking me which one is gonna go first, it's gonna be Taggart.
Oh yeah, he's a brother.
Yeah,
I know they'll get rid of him.
that's reason one. He's black.
He ain't going nowhere.
Two, like I said, it's a discipline problem.
Yeah.
Discipline problem comes from not respecting your coach.
Yeah.
And I mean, if we're being honest, like he just did the dreaded I'm gonna hire somebody mid-season to try to fix this defense. And his former defensive coordinator that he had at Oregon, which that's my other issue with this. Like, what did Willie Taggart do to get this job?
Was a black man from Florida.
Let him
Like, besides be a fan.
Let
like,
Willie be great. Let Willie be great. We can say that about a lot of cats. What did they do to get the job?
well, we talk about
these.
We talk about these two, okay?
And what he had to do to get the job.
Listen,
it's a lot of cats.
Like Stephen A. used to say about Marvin Lewis, okay? All right,
Lord Jesus.
That's a black man.
Marvin Lewis was in his job for 15 years, and that's why he was.
Marvin Lewis had been fired in 2002.
He hired Jim Leavitt to be his defensive coordinator. That's a mid-season hire. You install your defense in the offseason.
I dig that, but he's still
calling better plays ain't gonna help you.
We gotta see
if y'all got miscommunications in the defensive backfield and all that kind of stuff. That's not gonna help you. What I think he probably just hired Jim Leavitt to be the scapegoat when they don't make a bowl this year. And he'd be like, well, we tried to hire somebody to fix the defense. It didn't work. Now
you can fire him. So just like this, you're going to have a long season, bro.
Oh, no. I'm not really worried about Florida State right now.
Tennessee, now what I will say is I can see Florida State having a better record than Tennessee. Because I don't see what Tennessee going to get a win outside of Chattanooga.
If they beat Chattanooga.
Like, I'm just being honest. Like,
I mean, it'll be interesting to see what Tennessee and Florida State do. We'll see if their coaches get fired, if they're on the hot seat, and continue to see, if there's any progress for any franchise.
We can see some mid-season fires though.
It's been some interesting things taking place in Major League Baseball as being closer to the postseason, but it's some bad news that took place in Milwaukee for the Milwaukee Brewers. Yeah, right. Christian Yelich is done. A very freaky, weird foul ball off of his own knee, fractures his knees out about 6 to 8 weeks, which is the remainder of the season. Talk about the impact that'll have not only on the Brewers, they'll still possibly have success in the postseason, not a World Series, but on Major League Baseball as a whole. MVP candidate,
Right.
One of the faces of Major League Baseball right now, and he's done on a freaky play like that right before things get heated up for postseason.
Yeah. I mean, the crazy thing is, like, literally, this injury happened, 2 nights ago? Mm-hmm. Johan Camargo, same situation. He got lucky. He only had a bone contusion for the Braves. Fouled the ball off right off his shin. Had to come out of the game. Couldn't put any weight on it. If you think back, Jermaine Dye from the Oakland Athletics, way back when, in the playoffs, fouled the ball off his leg, broke his leg, was out for the rest of the playoffs. A lot of people say they probably would have beat the Yankees in that series and went to the World Series.
Well, they didn't.
So it's a crazy, freaky injury, yes, for sure. The Brewers has got to hurt because you're losing basically the engine to your team, and you're only a game back in the wild card race. So that's going to be tough. Maybe they can, maybe Ryan Braun can turn back the clock or something, maybe get on the roids again. I don't know. But,
take a shot.
He only need it for a couple weeks.
Exactly. We saying, not going to say nothing about
what you gotta do.
He's still there stealing money, though.
Listen, he is, for sure. And for the MVP, I mean, the MLB as a whole, for sure, because you have one of the front runners for the MVP between him and Bellinger. You knew one of them was going to win it, but now this kind of opens the door. Bellinger's kind of cooled off a little bit. You got Ronald Acuna here in Atlanta trying to go for a 40-40 season, 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases. He's at 38 and 36. He only needs 2 home runs and 4 stolen bases. He got 2 more tonight. So, he's in it. You got Freddie Freeman, who is at
he is turning back the time.
Listen, well, not really. He's actually career highs right now in RBIs and home runs this year. He's a little down in average, but this Freddie is just being Freddie. You got Josh Donaldson. The Braves are going to be one of those teams where we may have three hitters with 40 home runs this year. So that's going to be crazy to see. But Christian Yelich, not only does he do it with the bat, he's a great defender, former Gold Glover. He's not the fastest, but he's a great base runner as well. So it's for the Brewers, it hurts. For the MLB, it hurts because you're losing one of your long ball threats, and chicks dig the long ball. So this season's been exciting. I mean, they actually just broke the record for most home runs in a major league season just last night, actually. So, I mean, it's been an exciting year, and to lose one of the people providing most of the excitement is going to hurt.
Definitely devastating for baseball, but hopefully it'll give a new star a chance to emerge as we get closer to postseason action and fall ball and see who actually brings home
try to get to
the
this
World
October
Series
Classic.
trophy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Then finally, man, in the NFL, week 1 is week 1.
Week 1's week 1.
We're not going to be too judgmental on the performances, high or low, that we've seen for our players and our teams out there. But outside of the Miami Dolphins, I don't think any team laid a bigger egg than the Cleveland Browns. The dog pound was mighty quiet on Sunday, and I'm quite sure if you asked anybody, Odell damn sure knew what time it was. And it wasn't time to score a touchdown. Baker Mayfield struggled. He looked like a sophomore quarterback in his first game. Freddie Kitchen, play calling, 18 penalties. Is it too much, or was there too much hype around the Cleveland Browns, or are they overrated, or was that just a poor sample size? It's week 1. Let's pump the brakes and see what they do on Monday night against the Jets.
Can we say it was a little bit of both?
We can. We damn sure can.
Because the Browns, I do believe they were overhyped. You have a lot of players with great
Super Bowl goals.
They do, but you gotta make the playoffs first.
You gotta win 10 games.
Like you can't be talking about the player. You can't be talking about you.
Jay Black, our beloved resident,
listen,
Cincinnati Bengal fan.
Right.
The clowns gonna be the
clowns will be the clowns at the end of the day.
Look, man. All I know is you have a team full of great individual talents. And last time I checked, football is a team sport.
Facts.
So, you have – I know Jarvis Landry was a little upset after the game. But the reporter asked him a genuine question. You guys didn't play together in the preseason. That probably did have some effect here. So, your rhythm may have been a little bit off. But – your rhythm being off shouldn't have any effect on you saying, hey, Derrick Henry's out here by himself. Anybody want to come cover him? But my problem with them is they got punched in the mouth. and they seemed like they didn't have a comeback for that. They had one good drive all game.
And that was all. After they get that good drive, they thought the game was over with.
Yeah, they had one good drive all game, and then Tennessee came back out and said, all right, cool. we back to business.
You heard Delaney Walker said
they are
who
we
we thought they
were.
You still got to play football.
Hey.
But also the thing that people fail to realize, the Browns had all these good skill players, like you were saying earlier, with the college football. Your trenches is still
and they had
soft.
one of the worst offensive lines.
Your offensive line is still,
and it doesn't help that your starting left tackle goes out there
and
tries to kick people in the head. He out here bicycle kicking on the ground like he's trying to work out. I don't understand. Like
they gotta realize that they're not champions, but when people play them, they go in to prove a point every week. You feel me?
They got a target.
You put that target on your back. This reminds me
with their best game. Whoever their opponents coming with,
they're coming to humble you. Yeah. You got some of the most flamboyantly, just outrageously out. Yeah.
Hey, chill.
That's facts.
I know those.
Hold on. First off, the fact that I said flamboyant, he already knew who I was talking about. That should say something to you right there. But
there you go, Baker.
Hey, listen, Baker. I feel like a lot of people have been saying that Baker, he needs to temper his attitude a little bit. You haven't proved a thing. If you want to keep it a buck, you haven't won a damn thing your whole career.
Nope.
Like even at Oklahoma, you won a lot of games, but you ain't win none of them that were big. Like you can beat Texas. I mean, hell, anybody could have did that with that team. They beat Ohio State. Ohio State was beating themselves that year. So
it'll be interesting because, like we said, they got a big matchup on Monday night. Yep. Now Sam Darnold is out, so that'll kind of play to the aid of the Cleveland Browns. But
you still got to come out and play.
They still got to get it done.
You still got to come out and play.
And we'll actually give our predictions and our opinions on that Monday night game in our next segment because we got one more segment coming up, and we're going to be joined with the crew. Join us here, join us at the desk, and we'll talk about the Falcons and the Eagles. They got a game coming out. We'll talk about AB. He's been in the news, new team, new scandal. We'll see what's going on there, and we'll give our predictions
stay out the news,
on week 2 in the NFL. Stay tuned.